The panel came together to review Measure 15234 and how a new water treatment plant could be financed.
Plus, after a long discussion, changes are coming to the Upper Rogue River and their regulations.
And today, get ready to bundle up because there's some cool temperatures and some areas of fog.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6 a.m. on Thursday, October 24th. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Damien Alvarado.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. We're going to check back in with Sarah. Sarah, it's just been a really cold morning. There was some fog on the roads when I came into work. Are we still having some visibility issues?
Yeah, we're still seeing some fog in areas of the Rogue Valley. Definitely be aware of that this morning as you are heading out the door, and also expect some pretty cold temperatures. Into the Rogue Valley, you're seeing temperatures into the 30s as we make our way over to the east side. Some areas even seeing temperatures into the teens. Down to Northern California, a lot of us into the 20s. Rather chilly this morning, with the exception of the coast. Brookings at 54. I am very jealous. But let's taking a look over into Medford. It's pretty foggy outside right now. We can expect to see foggy conditions around the region, denser in a few different areas as well. So do make sure you are aware. Heading out to your commute this morning, you might be just a little bit slower. But for today, it will be feeling a lot like fall, and we'll also see some dry conditions as well. After the fog does make its way out of the valley this morning, we will warm up into the 60s for our highs today. Definitely not too far from average. We'll be right on the coast for our temperatures this time of year, and around the rest of the region, it will remain dry and a little bit warmer than yesterday. These dry trends are going to be lasting into tomorrow and a little bit on Saturday, but we could see the rain turn as early as tomorrow night along the coast. We'll talk more about it coming up in our next forecast.
In Ashland, an online panel reviewed ballot measure 15234 that could finance a new water treatment plant. Now, a yes vote would authorize the city of Ashland to issue up to $75 million in revenue bonds to finance construction to the city's drinking water treatment facility. A big talking point has been the taste and odor of the water.
Currently, generally, the algal blooms that we have in the reservoir create what's called taste and odor compounds, which some community members will know. They'll smell a difference in the water itself that gets treated.
The proposed ballot measure is titled Approving Ashland Resolution 20-2405, authority to issue water revenue bonds. Now, if it's passed, the funds would finance construction and rehabilitating the aging water treatment infrastructure.
The Oregon State Marine Board voted in favor of new rules on the Upper Rogue River during their meeting. The ruling is focused on addressing the issues stemming from non-motorized boaters, particularly the inexperienced ones, rather than imposing heavy restrictions on motorized boating. After an hour and a half of discussions, the board acknowledged the difficulty in balancing user access and safety. There was a lot of public input about congestion and safety concerns on the river. The data shown doesn't support the idea that motorized boats significantly contribute to these issues, but the conflict does come from the interactions between different types of users.
I'm more concerned about having rules and regulations that protect the waterways and avoid safety issues than I am trying to focus on one class of boater.
On your screen right now are the approved rule changes for the Upper Rogue River. The rule will not allow someone to use a motor that has more than 10 horsepower to travel between Fisher's Ferry and Lost Creek Dam. There is a provision that will allow it between May 8th and September 10th between Fisher's Ferry and Dodge Bridge County Parks. Charter boats are allowed to operate between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. with no more than 300 trips per year upstream of Table Rock Road Bridge. It would also not allow charter boats to operate upstream of Rattlesnake Rapids. Although board members did approve the rule change, another public hearing is planned for January.
The FAFSA application is currently in beta testing. The application is set to open on December 1st. NewsWatch 12 talked to a local college student ahead of the date. Many who dealt with FAFSA struggles last year aren't feeling the pressure. FAFSA applications opened even later, towards the end of December of 2023. And for students like Sarah Glosser, FAFSA applications are stressful regardless of when it opens.
I mean, it's always a stressful process. Because it just feels so official, and this is not that long into me being like adulting.
The FAFSA application is a way to get federal financial aid, but it also opens up more funding opportunities. Many national and local scholarships use the FAFSA as well. Later this hour, NewsWatch 12's Luke Doughton will have advice from a college loan expert about filling out the FAFSA.
In community impact, Medford Police's livability team says they're seeing fewer illegal encampments across the city. The team took a survey last month and found there are currently 11 illegal campsites. That number is down from 17 encampments in March of this year and 186 of March of last year. In a statement, Medford's Mayor Randy Sparacino called the reduction a direct testament to the hard work and dedication of the Medford Police Livability Team. The goal of the team is to improve the quality of life in Medford and reduce homelessness. And we only have about 4 days left of our 34th annual Codes for Kids campaign, and we've really been seeing a big final push, which we're so grateful for.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of support from all our regions throughout this area, but we did see $1,000 worth of coats donated in Klamath Falls, so very thankful for you. And if you have any new or gently used children's coats to give, you can drop it off at one of our more than 50 donation barrel locations in Jackson, Josephine, and Klamath counties. As Brinkley just said, we're only a few days left in this campaign. We have just until Sunday for you to donate, and all those locations can be found on our website.
Now, you can also donate online or by check. We have all that information on our website, kdrv.com. Again, we appreciate everyone who's helped us out so far, and we're really excited to start passing out these coats once our campaign does wrap up on Sunday.